Welcome in, basketball fans, to another edition of NBA Now from Chat Sports. And with you, as always, I'm your host, Jimmy Crowther, bringing you all the latest and greatest NBA news and rumors around the NBA. And today, we start with the reigning NBA champions, the favorites to win it this year, the Golden State Warriors, who are likely going to be missing their star player, Kevin Durant, for at least the first two games of the Western Conference Finals. Now, Durant's already been ruled out for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals against the Portland Trail Blazers, and he is doubtful for Game 2 of the playoff series as well, with that right calf strain that he suffered in the fifth game of the series against the Houston Rockets. Now, Durant was amazing, absolutely playing out of his mind as he was averaging 34.2 points per game throughout the playoffs. And he was really asserting his dominance again in the Western Conference. We saw him in that MVP season doing it, and he's doing it again this year in the playoffs. Now, set to be reevaluated on Thursday, and Thursday is when Game 2 is going to be played. That's why he's doubtful. Now, again, Durant's been insane, but the Warriors are still great without him as long as Stephen Curry is playing. Now, when Steph Curry's playing, the Golden State Warriors are 30-4 on the season, and if they want to take these games against the Portland Trail Blazers, he's going to have to step up big. So now, let me know what you guys think. If Durant does not play in the Western Conference Finals, how many games do the Portland Trail Blazers win? If you think they're going to win it all, let me know in the Western Conference Finals. Tell me in the comment section below how many games the Portland Trail Blazers will win if Durant is sitting out. Now, our second rumor of the day comes from the New York Knicks, who have been just high on drama all offseason long and probably going to be all summer long. But this time, they're not sold on Zion Williamson. That's the report, at least. They don't believe that he has the superstar potential that LeBron James and Anthony Davis do. Now, the rumor is that they would consider trading that pick, Zion Williamson, for Anthony Davis. I'm not sold on it. I think it's a smokescreen. All NBA draft season long, there are smoke screens always going around. Now, the Knicks are tied for the best odds to land the number 1 overall pick, which would likely be Zion Williamson, who averaged 22.6 points per game, 8.9 rebounds, 2.1 assists, and then shot 68% from the field in his freshman season at Duke. As you can see, the Knicks' past 5 seasons have been absolutely abysmal, and New York fans have had nothing to look forward to in quite some time. They had Kristaps Porzingis to look forward to for a little while, and then he blows out his ACL, and now he's long gone in Dallas. But I don't think you can trade this pick for Anthony Davis if he's not willing to sign long-term, because that just gives up any chance of New York fans having something to look forward to. But Zion Williamson gives you that. But let me know which player you would rather have. If you'd rather have Zion Williamson, type Z in the comment section below. But if you'd rather have Anthony Davis, type A in the comment section below. Now, from the draft rumors, we're going to the NBA coaches, and the latest one to get hired is John Beilein, going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He got hired away from Michigan, where he spent the past 12 seasons. He won 65% of his games that he was coaching there, and while with the Michigan Wolverines, he went to the Final Four twice, won the Big Ten tournament twice, and then won the Big Ten in the regular season twice as well. He also won various coaching awards in his 12 seasons at Michigan. Now, reportedly, Beilein had discussions with NBA teams last season with the Orlando Magic and the Detroit Pistons, but he stayed in Michigan, obviously, for this last season now with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was leaning toward going to Detroit so that he could stay close to home, but then he saw what Detroit had to offer and said, no, thank you, back with Michigan, and then now, again, with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So let's look at what John Beilein is going to be dealing with in Cleveland. They still have a 30-year-old Kevin Love under contract until 2022, 2023. They still have to pay Tristan Thompson nearly $18 million through next year. They still have to pay J.R. Smith nearly $15 million through next year if they don't unload that contract. They need to dump him, and they need to get free up some cap space, but they do have some young players to look forward to. Colin Sexton had a nice rookie season. Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., and then Chetty Osman even had a nice second year for Cleveland. But the main thing the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to be looking forward to is the NBA draft lottery. Now, they have a 14% chance at the number 1 pick, 13% chance at the number 2 pick, 12.7% chance at the number 3, 11.9% at 4, and then 27.8% at number 5. And they cannot fall any lower than the 6th pick in the NBA draft lottery. I don't really understand why Beilein left Michigan. I think he should have stayed, but I also don't understand why anyone would choose to coach the Cleveland Cavaliers at all. If they get Zion Williamson, things might get interesting. But speaking of Zion Williamson and the NBA draft lottery, I want to remind you that tomorrow night, Chat Sports is going live for the draft lottery at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you're tuned in. Make sure you're subscribed to Chat Sports right now so that you don't miss a single thing tomorrow night when we go live for the NBA draft lottery. Now on to our next coaching hire. Jason Kidd and Frank Vogel are going to Los Angeles. They finally found their next head coach in Frank Vogel, who agreed to a 3-year deal to coach LeBron James and the Lakers earlier this week. And then, as I mentioned, bringing on Jason Kidd as a prominent assistant coach. Now, Vogel spent the majority of his head coaching career with the Indiana Pacers from 2010 to 2016, and then he moved on to the Orlando Magic, who were struggling throughout a rebuild. He led the Pacers to the first place in the Eastern Conference 2 times in his tenure there, but both times they were knocked out by LeBron James and the Miami Heat, ironically. I don't think it's a bad hire by the Lakers to bring Coach Frank Vogel on as their head coach, but I don't think he's a top-tier available coach. I think it was a safe play by LA. But one thing that I don't think was safe was bringing Jason Kidd on as an assistant. Now, I love Jason Kidd. He led my Dallas Mavericks to the NBA championship back in 2011. But this is a risky play as an assistant coach. He was one of the greatest point guards. He has a great relationship with Jason Kidd. And I think he could be a good mentor to Lonzo Ball, who we all know could use a mentor. He made the playoffs 3 times, once with Brooklyn and then twice with the Milwaukee Bucks, except many people think he underachieved in Milwaukee. I agree. I don't think he achieved much in Milwaukee. He had the personnel to do it. He had the players to coach with Giannis Antetokounmpo there and just didn't get it done. Some fans want to argue that he developed those guys in Brogdon and Middleton and Giannis, but I disagree. I think Kidd underachieved there. But what do you think? Was it a good hire or a bad hire for the Lakers to bring on Vogel and Jason Kidd as a pairing for the LA Lakers? If you think it was a good hire, type G in the comment section below. If you think it was a bad hire, type B in the section below. And I'll tell you what I think. I think it's going to blow up in their faces. I think Vogel gets fired way too early. Jason Kidd steps in, and then he disappoints in LA. But again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now to end our show, we're jumping over to Dallas, actually in Latvia, where Kristaps Porzingis was jumped outside of what appeared to be a Latvian club or casino. There wasn't any video of the alleged attack, but there was a video of the aftermath where Kristaps Porzingis just had blood streaming down his face. His shirt was all ripped up. And other than that, we really don't know what happened there in Latvia. Tim McMahon says the Mavs' understanding of the incident is that he got jumped in this club, fought back, and then security broke it up pretty quickly. But like I said, nobody has any real details on this story. I'm thinking that something got thrown at him because there's no way that anyone in the world can reach a 7'3" man and punch him in the face. So I think he got something thrown at him, had the blood streaming down his face, and of course the Mavs are aware of this situation. They're investigating it. They're going to get more details, and as those details come out, I'll make sure to keep you updated, and Chat Sports will keep you updated on everything that comes out. But to end our show, I want you to tell me, do you think Kristaps Porzingis' Dallas Mavericks are a playoff team next year? Even if he's healthy or if he's not healthy, let me know. If you think they're a playoff team, type Y in the comment section below. If you do not think the Dallas Mavericks are making the playoffs, type in the comment section below. And ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our show today, going around the NBA, giving you all the latest news and rumors. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at JimmyCrowther3, and make sure you're subscribed to Chat Sports and tuned in tomorrow for the NBA Draft Lottery. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.
I love this time of the year, playoff season for the NBA and the NHL, as well as the 2019 Major League Baseball season starting to heat up. I am Tom Downey along with Mitchell Renz from Chat Sports, and if you're like us, you'll be spending countless hours watching sports on TV over the next couple of months.
And we all know the worst part of watching sports on TV is all the annoying ads. Like this one you have to sit through every few minutes when the game has to go to a TV timeout.
Well, this year during the playoffs, annoying ads like this guy are a thing of the past thanks to the My TV Choice app available in the App Store and on Google Play.
The free My TV Choice app gives you the power to turn off annoying ads and instead get sports news and commentary from Chat Sports and Savage Sports Moments from Board Film right on your TV.
And it's super simple to use, Mitch. No switching channels, no additional boxes, and no extra services are required. The app knows when a commercial comes on and delivers you awesome sports content instead.
The best sports viewing experience on live TV is my TV choice. Get the app today on the App Store or Google Play and learn more about how sports on TV has changed forever at the website below.
My TV choice, better live TV.